right in here. And if we had weeks and weeks and weeks, you could sit here and watch this and watch this and watch this, and every once in a while you'd see a bubble coming up, suggesting that oxygen is being released and it's decomposing. But that's not very exciting, so we're going to speed this along a little bit. And to make it more visually graphic, I'm going to put a little bit of soap in here. Mix that soap in. Then I'm going to put a little bit of food coloring down the side. And again, this is just to make it more visually exciting or interesting. With the younger kids, we oftentimes call this elephant's toothpaste. And you'll see why in a second.
Oh, I love elephant's toothpaste.
But we're really not going to brush elephant's teeth with this. Although they do brush elephant's teeth, I've been told. They just use something much closer to peanut-flavored toothpaste. Anyway, so we've got the hydrogen peroxide is just waiting to decompose.
This is awesome.
When it decomposes, the water that's produced is going to mix with the soap, and then oxygen is going to bubble through that soapy water. And what happens when oxygen bubbles through soapy water? What do you get?
Studs.
Suds, foams, yeah. So we're going to do that. What I'm going to use to catalyze or trigger the reaction is a molecule called potassium iodide, Ki. It's a salt. If you look at the periodic table, potassium is right underneath sodium, and iodine is 2 underneath chlorine. So if you think of table salt, sodium chloride, potassium iodide kind of looks like it, kind of behaves chemically like it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a tiny amount of that in this flask, and the H2O will decompose. The other thing that will happen is you should be able to see a fair bit of steam, a fair bit of energy coming out of the top. The water that's produced is going to be very hot, and it's going to give off steam. So we'll see if we can get this to go here right about now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. You see,
it looks like toothpaste. It looks like mint toothpaste.
It's because it's giant. That's why
okay.
it's for elephants.
So this is going to continue to decompose and decompose, decompose until we run out of hydrogen peroxide. Once we run out of hydrogen peroxide, there'll be no more reactant left.
That's a big bottle of toothpaste.
And the reaction will stop. Yeah, well, you probably need a lot of toothpaste to brush elephant's teeth, right?
Elephant don't
You
really
could touch it. There's nothing harmful in here. It's just soapy water with some oxygen built there. It's hot, first of all. So you wouldn't want to touch it because it's hot. The other thing is there's a little bit of the potassium iodide that gets entrained in the foam, and that's what's turning the foam yellow or brown is the iodine from the potassium iodide.
By the way, it doesn't taste very good.
And
Dude, I got my
that
cousin's
stains your
band for
skin.
Christmas.
So no, I'd ask you not to touch it. But I mean, it wouldn't harm you if you did. It would just stain your skin.
And it wouldn't taste very good.
And it wouldn't taste very good unless you like eating soap. Yeah.